Hello, everybody, and welcome to Joker's Wild Side. I guess this would be picks, as I am level one. First of all, second, uh, we will be talking about the Raider season, as I am a diehard Raider fan. But I will be doing the prediction for the rest of the year. They have 2 games into the season, uh, so I'll be predicting the rest of the way. See if can they make the playoffs with this team that have no really expectations coming into this season. Um, Besides maybe getting a second or third in our division. As I there was not really not that there was no big signings, is the Raiders kept really silent. So uh, let's start off. I'm gonna try to make this quick. They did just beat the Ravens yesterday by surprise to many. They won by 3 points, so now they're 1-1. Lost to the Chargers week one, went to the Ravens, that are Super Bowl contenders. So brings good news to the Raiders, but also we'll have to wait and see for the rest of the season. This is at least brings a little bit of good news to us, at least a little bit of hope. So the next game will be this next Sunday, the 22nd. We play versus the Panthers. I think at the Panthers. Nope, at Vegas. Um, Panthers. Another bust again season. They lost again yesterday or Sunday, sorry, against the Chargers. So blowout. I'm picking the Raiders to win that one, giving us 2-1. I don't see the Panthers doing much, but hopefully we're not the team that they win against. Jeez, that'd be bad. But knowing our history, probably. But that'll be 2-1 record. Then we go, excuse me, against the Browns on the Sunday the 29th as well. The Browns are 1-1 currently. They've they've kind of, I don't know, they're not showing as good as their potential. Um, I'm giving this to the Raiders just because I don't know much of the Browns, but that'll be a tight game regardless. As the Browns were also considered to be playoff contenders for this season. After that, we go to Denver, to our divisional rival, the Broncos, who are 0-2 and just completely, I don't know, they're terrible. So I'm giving that to the Raiders, giving us a 4-1 record there, possibly 3-2, depending on the Browns one. But that's good news for us as starting the season like that. That is great. Then we head to back home to face the Steelers uh, on October the 13th. So Steelers are 2-0, and they have a great defense. Their offense is starting to click together better than last year. I think we'll lose this one, but I think we'll give them a fight. I don't know if we'll be able to pull that one off too. So that will give us a 4-2 record. Then we go to LA to face the Rams. Technically, it's a second home for the Raiders. The Rams are 0-2 and are struggling to pick up victories. I think we'll win that one, give us a 5-2 record. I don't see the Rams as the season goes on. Usually get more injuries, and the Rams have started very very low. They did that the year or last year, the year they won the Super Bowl, I think as well. They started off bad, but we'll win that one. Then we have the Chiefs on the 27th at Vegas. This one's tough because we have beat the Chiefs a few times the last couple of years. Um, in Vegas, we have a possibility of a win, but I'm not counting it right now. I don't see much. I don't. I'm not saying I don't think we can beat them. I just think it's gonna be a tough uh, game to play as the Chiefs are just stacked everywhere. So I'll give them a loss there, giving us a 5-3 record, I believe. I'll count him out again at the end real quick. Then we go to Cincinnati to play with the Bengals on the 3rd of November, which I think is a Sunday. Yeah. Bengals have started off bad. There's a lot of animosity or bad juju, bad vibes on there. I'm giving this one to the Raiders, but just barely. It also depends how the Bengals develop the rest of the year, but barely. That's just barely. Then after going to Cincinnati, they'll go to Miami to play the Dolphins on the 17th, another Sunday. Um, I'll give that one is gonna be. I don't know if the Raiders have the weapons or the defenders to match the speed that Miami has. Um, Although with Tua situations that might help us out a little bit, but I still give that one to Miami for now. I don't think we'll beat them. We don't have that speed. I don't think so. That would be a loss. Then we come back to Vegas on Sunday the 24th, I believe, of November to play the Broncos again. And I think we'll take that win again. I don't think we're losing to the Broncos this year at all. They look bad. But as they say any given Sunday, it's possible we drop one. Then after that, we travel to Kansas City to play the Chiefs as well. And I don't think we're getting that win at their stadium. We've beat them once the last 4 or 5 years at Kansas City. I don't think it's happening again. Yeah, the Raiders still have to show me more, so I don't think we'll get that one. Then we have a rematch of the Pirate Bowl from 2002. We got the Raiders at Tampa Bay playing the Buccaneers, who are with oh, I forgot his name. Their quarterback. Oh, snap. Uh, Baker Mayfield. Sorry, who has been playing lights out for Tampa Bay. That's gonna be a tough one. Um, I'll give that to Tampa Bay by. It's gonna be a close one. But also depends how the year develops. But that could go either way. But I'll give it to Tampa Bay for now. They've been playing a lot better. After that, we go back home to Vegas to play the Falcons. The Falcons have been terrible. I think they play tonight, I believe. So it's just they had a step back. So I'll give that to the Raiders at home to get that victory. Then we stay at home to play the Jaguars, who just started off horrendous this year, 0-2, looking bad. The team is not in sync at all, so I'll give that one to the Raiders as well. But that quarterback and that team could turn it around really quickly, as we've seen years before. But for now, the Raiders. Then we go visit our former quarterback at the penultimate week of the season. Our former quarterback Derek Carr in New Orleans to face the red hot Saints as of now. The 11 touchdowns in 2 weeks. That is crazy. I'm pretty sure they're the most effective offense at the moment. They're 2-0 and being led by Derek Carr. I love it, but there's going to be a bittersweet game because I would love to see Derek Carr again, but the Raiders are probably going to lose. As I did see the Saints. They look a lot better than anybody gave them credit for. Like Tampa Bay, they look a lot better than anybody. And then we finished the season off. So the Saints will take that one. And then we finished the season off with Chargers coming into the Raiders in Vegas for the last game of the season. And that might be for a playoff spot. Um, I will give it to Raiders just because Chargers and Raiders have been trading off wins, especially whoever's at home mostly wins. So I'll give it to the Raiders then. But it's going to be a tough game regardless, as it was week one. So with that, I'm gonna go back and count the record. They'll have right now they're 1-1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, possibly 10 teams in a borderline playoff. I don't see them getting any more than 8 to 10 wins. That's gonna be their spot. That's especially if they work cohesively. But anything could happen. They might sneak into the wild card and possibly play the Bills or the Chiefs, who are I think the top two teams in the AFC. Probably lose the first round. So, uh, yeah. I don't know if they'll be any better than that. But tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree with the around 9 and what is it 7 season, 9-8 season uh, that I have projected for them. Think they might slip into the playoffs, but not much more than that. I don't think so. At least not now. They have to prove more. But tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree, disagree. Tell me if you want me to do this for another team. I'll look more into their stats and I'll get you that later. But that is my prediction for the Raiders season going forward. So 9-win game season with possible playoff appearance. Um, Other than that, remember to be grateful for everything you have. Be grateful for the problems you don't have, because it could always be much, much worse. We just look at the news, right? There's a lot of negative news out there, a lot of bad stuff happening around the world. So be grateful for that. You're not dealing that through that. Also, if you're going through anything, life is not always, you know, joyful and happy all the time. There's ups and downs. But if you're going through anything, reach out to someone, reach out to a loved one, a friend, a family, or reach out to the many hotlines out there, or reach out to me or us in the comments here or in our socials down below. Um, Sometimes it's easier to open up to a stranger. So we're here. We'll listen. We'll have a conversation. But reach out to someone. Remember, you are loved. Other than that, I've been Lobo, and this was Joker's Wild Side. See ya.